Picture this. You board a small propeller plane in Okinawa, look out the window, and the water below you is a color you've never seen before. Not quite blue, not quite green, just luminous. Welcome to Yoron Island, situated at the southern edge of Kagoshima Prefecture, just 22 kilometers from the Okinawa coast. Yoron is one of Japan's most breathtaking and least visited islands. Geographically part of the Ryukyu Island arc, yet politically tied to Kagoshima on the mainland, this tiny island of just 20 square kilometers is home to roughly 5,000 people, and an extraordinary natural world that very few outsiders have ever seen. What you're looking at is a fringing reef, a continuous band of living coral that encircles the island like a natural fortress. Underwater visibility here regularly exceeds 30 meters. The reef supports over 360 species of coral and more than 1,400 species of fish. It's a marine ecosystem that rivals anywhere in the Indo-Pacific. Here, the island's two worlds meet. The Emerald Sea on one side, fields of sugarcane, still harvested by hand every spring. On the other, Yoron once thrived on sugar. Today, its sweetness comes in a very different form. Getting to Yoron requires intention. This is not a place you stumble upon. From Tokyo, you have 3 routing options, via Okinawa, Amami Oshima, or Kagoshima. Each requires a connecting flight. The most recommended route? Through Okinawa. Fly from Tokyo to Naha, about 2.5 hours. Then, a 40-minute commuter flight to Yoron Airport. Total journey, roughly 3.5 to 4 hours. Why Okinawa? During summer, up to 3 daily flights connect Naha to Yoron, giving you flexibility. And the aerial approach, watching the island emerge from that impossibly blue ocean, is itself an experience. If you prefer the sea route, daily ferries depart from Okinawa. One from Naha Port, a 5-hour journey. Another from Motobu Port, 2.5 hours. 2 companies alternate service, so check schedules carefully when booking. This limited access is intentional. Yoron has resisted mass tourism infrastructure. No direct flights from Tokyo. No cruise ship terminals. For discerning travelers, this is the appeal. Exclusivity by geography, not by price. Clownfish drift between anemone fingers. Triggerfish patrol the reef edge. With visibility this clear and water this warm, snorkeling here feels less like sport and more like visiting a living gallery. Yoron's reef has never been mass-marketed. That's exactly why it still looks like this. And then, if you're lucky, or patient, you'll meet one of them. Green sea turtles have nested on Yoron's beaches for thousands of years. The island is one of the last strongholds in Japan, where wild turtles are regularly sighted in shallow water, unhurried and unafraid. Here, conservation is not a program, it's a way of life. At certain tides, a miracle appears. Yurigahama, a sandbar of powdered white coral rising from the turquoise sea for just a few hours each day. It occurs at fewer than 10 places in the world. The sand here is composed of tiny star-shaped shells. Star sand, each one barely a millimeter wide. Step carefully. You are walking on something rare. Wait until nightfall. Yoron has almost no artificial light pollution. On a clear night, the sky above this island is extraordinary. The Milky Way visible as a soft river of light, and the Southern Cross rising on the southern horizon. A reminder of just how far south you've come. Recognized in 2023 as one of the world's top 100 green destinations, Yoron treats its darkness as a resource worth protecting. A clifftop villa with the ocean as your only neighbor. This is Shima Hotel, a boutique retreat for those who understand that the best luxury is simply being left alone with something beautiful. The sea framed in glass, the light shifting through the afternoon. A table set for dinner as the sun begins to lower. This is what slow life means on Yoron. Not emptiness, presence. The same sea invites you in, head first. Jump from the rocks. Follow your guide through a coral garden. Stand on a board as the horizon tilts and rights itself. On Yoron, adventure is always quiet, always blue. When you return from the water, the island feeds you simply. Fresh sashimi, grilled fish, still warm. A bowl of ramen eaten at a table next to the sea. Everything is the island. Then the golden hour arrives, and the whole island turns amber. Yoron does not try to impress you. It simply reveals itself quietly to those willing to arrive. And in that space between the sugarcane and the sea, between the reef and the open sky, something shifts, something settles. This is the island that stays with you long after you've left. Somewhere in the lagoon below, a boat drifts in no particular direction. That's the point. Come to Yoron and let yourself drift too.